Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
So, May I'm kind of a bit tired of doing those array pointers. So, let's do something else today and then we'll come back on that tomorrow. But linked
Yeah,
list stack is tired of it actually. Yeah, we'll do stacks today. So, stack is a last in, first out data structure, just like plates. And stack can be implemented using arrays or pointers. The disadvantages using arrays is that maximum number of elements that can be stored are limited. This disadvantages can be overcome by using pointers. That means they are not going to, spare us. We always have to use pointers. There are two more important operations associated with stack: push and pop. Push will be added to the element, pop will delete it. Either really be freeing the memory location. I think I'm not sharing my screen. Let me share it. Yeah. So a push will add an element to the stack and pop will delete it, either really by freeing the memory location or by reducing the counter indicating the number of elements in stack by one. For more information, stack refer to unit 4, which you already have gone through earlier. Now we're going to write the program in C language to convert a prefix expression to a postfix expression using a pointer. So I'm assuming that this is asking us in case if something is prefixed, make it a postfix. Uh, okay. So dark. Are they using? Yeah, they're using stack. That's fine. Yeah, let's do this. See online. Okay, so using namespace standard. I guess we don't have to do that. Um, Using IO string. We need to use it. The other one was looking better, right? More organized. This is infix. We don't want infix. Okay, so moving this to that. So it's only going to use these operators, I believe, right? To move it on the right. Why are they popping two operands? Is it because it's plus plus, minus minus? What about double slash? Why two? So may I just take a look if there are any simpler programs available for this one, prefix to postfix.
Okay.
Let me read this first. An expression is called prefix expression if the operator appears in the expression before the operands. Okay. Simply of the form operand, operator, operand 1, operand 2. Example, multiply plus AB minus CD. Infix is this. Okay, postfix. An expression is called postfix if the operator appears in the expression after the operands. Simply of the form operand 1, operand 2, and then the operator. Infix is this. Given a prefix expression converted to postfix, conversion of the prefix expression directly to postfix without going through the process of converting them first to infix and then postfix is much better in terms of computation, better understanding the expression. Input, this will convert it to this. Explanation, prefix to infix, which is this. Infix to postfix, which is this. So it looks like this is equivalent to this. I don't know what's the calculation in that. Then similarly, this changes to that. It's a bit confusing here. It's quite big. So that becomes A minus B slash C into A slash how? K minus L. ABC minus AK L minus star. The whole thing got changed. Oops. Okay, read the prefix expression in reverse order from left to right, from right to left. In the symbol, if the symbol is an operand, then push it to the stack. If the symbol is an operator, then pop two operands from the stack. Okay, if the symbol is an operand, then push it to the stack. If the symbol is an operator, then pop two operands from the stack. Okay. Create a string by concatenating the two operands and operator after them. String equals operand 1 plus operand 2 plus operator. And push the resultant string back to stack. Repeat the above step until the end of the prefix expression. Looks like this is how we're supposed to do this. Of course, we have to spend more time in understanding, what these prefix and postfix are, but we have to follow this algorithm to do this. Did you find any simpler solutions, or this is it?
I found something in C. This one is in C++.
Send it to me. Yeah, the one I was looking at was C plus plus. This looks a bit complex to me compared to that. Why are they giving such complex programs? What happened to them? Like last Last semester things were so easy. Like this is reverse input string is fine, but prefix, postfix in the previous program was so big. Anyways, I'm not going to start this without understanding, so I'll keep a note. Tomorrow I'll spend some time on this and do this. So, and then I'll we'll do it together. So I'll take some time to go through this. What are these guys? We can do the simpler one today, which is write a program in C language to reverse an input string using stack, I guess. So that'll be simpler using stack. So I guess push it and then pop it out. I think we did this earlier, if I'm not wrong. Um, but we did the algorithm, not the actual program. Again, C sharp. This is C sharp. Oh no, this is fine. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we define stop and then we define stack. So int top and stack maths. Okay. Using constant, using define, they're creating constant called max, setting it to 100. What's the point of doing that? I don't understand. You can directly put 100 there. Okay, then basically that character str and we'll take it from the user, I guess. So should we be using fgets or should we be using gets? Uh, if we want to take a string which can have spaces in between. Take a
I think using
sentence.
fgets is better.
Oops. Okay, we have to give it a value, I guess. Maybe say 100 maximum, and then we'll say fgets max and stdin printf.
You can use the max constants instead of 100.
Right, enter a string to be reversed. Fgets first will take what string, last is stdin, and the middle one is max. Okay. And then that's for printing, so we don't want to print basically. Okay, so we talked that, and then we need to find out the length of the string. Several ways to do it, I guess. Let's do it by finding out if we weren't given the library. For int I equals 0, where I is not equal to, is it char I? I think char I, not char I, but stri, not equal to backslash 0, I plus plus. Um, yeah, that'll be the length of the string. So string length. Yeah. So by this time, we should have the length of the string. So let's say let's print it
That
and
should
see.
be declared outside the loop.
Yeah, because then we'll
That's
not be able to use it, right? Yeah, you're right. Printf string length. Um, let's see what happened. Where did I go wrong? Expected equal to where? Before int here.
there's no semicolon. Line 4.
Oh yeah. Now what? String length. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so probably um start from one. No, because this is not six. I guess it's incrementing at the end. We have to stop incrementing somehow. So how do we change this and still have the correct information? String length minus one, or we can't do plus plus I, right? The last one is getting incremented. Another solution is this: hold two variables. Can I do like that? That works. Okay. We got the string length. Moving on. Now we need to push the items, push it into stack. Why the heck did he not push stack here, pass stack here? There are two parameters in the push function, right? Oh, because it already has stack. That's why. Got it. Okay, no problem. Push the. I think we can make this program more effective. We already have a loop. We can take advantage of that. So we run loop only two times. So string length is going to be this. And let's push it here only. Push. First we have to create that function push. Void push character x item. We call push here and we pass str1. In the second loop, Um, we didn't really require to calculate the length of the string, I believe, because we have this. Here we pop. And in pop, I don't think we need to pass the element. We don't, yeah. Okay. So before even I call these functions, I need to check till how long this is actually a loop is running. So let me enter. I don't want it to run more than the length of the string. I equals I. Uh, oh, okay, I didn't do that. It started from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's running 6 times actually. Not good. I guess I have to. So, Maya, why is it running 6 times?
I don't know.
See, I'm saying that
Earlier we used the same loop, right? And it was working properly.
it was working because I said string length 1 minus 1.
No, I mean in the string concatenation program that we did
Yeah,
before.
let's see.
So we did it the same way.
Let's see. Um, VS Code. String operation. Yeah, int I equals 0, str not equal to slash 0. The same thing. Why the hell it's running so many times? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? What's wrong with that? Because if I don't get, maybe what I can do is, so in that case we'll have to calculate the length. We can't do much. We have to go by the previous method of calculating the length. I don't know why it's not working. Is it, is there space or something? No. Uh, let's do this. Ah, it is 6 somehow. I don't know why, but it is 6. Something is there somewhere. This is also counted as 6. There's nothing wrong with this guy. Let's print each character and see what's happening. I mean, that'll probably give us some idea. I'll remove this. Not, uh, F gets allows you to use it by percentage S. I'm doing that. What's the problem?
Maybe for one character you have to use %C.
Use what?
%C.
Percent C. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Hmm. There is an empty space somewhere getting added. I don't know where, but it's getting added. Buffer max max stdin max.
F gets writes a new line character at the end.
Okay, that's probably what it is. So if you're going to use fgets, then we'll have to use that method then. Let's see if there's anything online before we use our brain. Count the or get the length of the string if we are using fgets. Ah, okay. I hit enter, right? So when I hit enter, it's taking that. A side note is customary but practice use size of when specifying the size of the array passed to fgets. Would that help?
What if we use just gets?
Uh, I'll check that. What just happened here? I can use gets actually. That's fine. Wait. Yeah, I think it's fine. So um, if I say I here and then I print the value of I, what happens? Yeah, that's fine, all good. So looks like probably we don't need to calculate the length of the um, array. So and length of the string. You just use push using top equals max minus one. Print stack overflow. Okay. Else plus plus top. Um, where are they incrementing top? This is the implementation of top, but where are they
Yeah,
setting the value of the top? Where is the value of the top being set? You should have initialized the value of top, right?
yeah.
Stack top equals x means item. Okay. Then pop stack top minus minus. It's just printing it. I mean, is the value going to get changed? It will. The top value will get changed. Okay.
I think we should return it also. Otherwise, we can't get it back in the original string.
Um, where we can't get it in the original string? You mean the str?
Yeah, we have to read the reverse string into that, right?
Hmm.
Here they're just printing it. I don't know, should we be reading it into the string or just printing?
Yeah, I guess they're just printing it, but it's not a good way of doing it, I believe. Pop is supposed to remove the item, not just print it. So I don't find that it's a good way of doing it. Um, or we could just, yeah, we should store it, in my opinion. So we are going to, but then if you store it, we have to create uh, another variable for that, right? Where are we going to store it? We can't store that in string because string will be looping through. So stack has that. Maybe we can store in stack. This looks good because it's changing the. the stack. I guess top plus plus top. Okay, let's do one by one. We won't worry about the pop right now. I'm just getting confused. We won't worry about the pop right now. Um, we'll just push the items. So we'll push this guy. So we're just setting the stack value to that. And eventually, let's just print the stack and see how that looks like.
I think you should initialize top to -1,
Okay.
not 0,
So if I initialize to -1,
because the first time you're pushing to it, you're incrementing and then
why don't
adding
we
the item.
do this then to avoid confusion?
Yeah,
Okay, so now let's just print it. I guess we can do this because okay, we don't really need to loop it actually. We can just print it, print the stack, right? Oh, only got one. Why did that happen? Is it because when you use f gets, it doesn't read the whole string? Is that what happens?
no,
How
it
to
reads the whole string.
read string after using gets? C program. Yeah, it does. Why the heck it's not printing? What's going on? Is it not going inside of this multiple times? I think it's because max minus one is becoming zero, and saying if top is yeah, in the next iteration, this becomes one, and no 100 minus one. Oh, that's fine. So top 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So looks like there was no issue with the iteration. It's just not getting set somehow. Why is it not getting set? What are we getting in the item?
I think it is getting set. Can you try looping through the stack and then printing?
So that's my question is why is it that we can't print it like that? If gets allows us to do that. Oh,
That should be %C.
yeah. So it's giving me all everything, which is good. Yeah, I guess we'll have to loop through it. I don't know why it's not printing. Should have been printing that. Uh, we didn't say which type it is. Did you see that? This guy is saying stack is of type int. How is that possible? It can't be int, right? Is it an array?
No.
Should be a
Yeah, it
character,
should be
right?
an array.
That's why it was not printing, I believe. That's it. See, now it's fine. Now that we have that, we have to reverse it. Um, so in the pop, basically, uh, we have to store it somewhere. Where would we store it? The question is that. I mean, we can do the same thing what he is doing, which is just print it, and we don't have to store it. But
We can return it from the function.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. So there are two things we can do. Once it returns, it is going to return one character in each time in the loop. So either we directly do the printing of stuff inside of the loop, or we hold it in a variable and directly print it, using that percentage s and whatever. What do we do? Just print it?
We can read the reverse string into str itself. Stri equals pop.
No, but then we are looping through currently this, right?
Yeah.
If we change it, we are manipulating what is being read, unless we store in the length. Unless we store it in the length.
So we're not changing anything with the index, no, so that's fine.
Okay, let's see.
You have to change void to char pop.
Yeah, I'll do that. One second. Fine. Bits. Yeah, you're right. Because all we are doing is we're saying that at this index, now set that value. So which means we're just changing the value at that index. We're not really changing the count of characters which are there in the array. Correct? We're not omitting or
Yeah.
deleting. Okay, good. Yes, this was a good one. So I guess we just have to write the notes, the comments. Um, define a constant max initialize the top value stack push the items in the stack if increment stack value. Okay, push the element. if top stacks x reached max. Fine. Pop should the top minus minus be above or below?
It should be above
Then why are we putting it above?
because the top is pointing to the index that is one after the last index.
Because we incremented that at 22, right?
Yes.
Just thinking if there is a way to not do that. Oh, minus minus top. If I do minus minus top, that will not work. Yeah, I don't want that. Push. And this function is called the top contains. Yeah, I think that is why they were putting this here so that it uses that value. The top contains the last index plus one. Hence, it will return the last character, right? The function is called top contains the last index plus one. That's why it's returning the last character. No, that's why we first decrement top value to get to the last index. Then, is there a way to simplify this? Oh, this is fine.
Simplify pop.
Simplify this top thingy that I put at the bottom.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Uh, so we'll put this to our program library. Loop through the end of the string and push the item in the stack. Loop through the end till the end of the string and print from the top of the stack to get the reversed. Okay, good. String operation, structure, data type, and this is fourth, and that's stack operations. And this will be reverse string dot c. Let's move on to the next question. Write a program in C to implement multiple stacks in a single array. Multiple stacks. With three elements in each stack. Yeah, he's using a C program. Let's see what he's saying. Middle Valia. Those are 18. To implement multiple stacks in a single array, one approach is to divide the array in k slots. To array n divided by k minus 1 for the first stack, and array n divided by k to array 2 n k minus 1.
You're
Sorry.
sharing a screen.
Oh, sorry. How did that stop? So you got the question. Just see if you can find a good solution. I'm also looking for
Okay.
the answer. This is the question I just shared. I'm just coming in 1 minute. Did you find something?
I remember there was an example in the book,
For
so I'm
multiple
looking.
stacks? Okay, go on. Space in the array. No? Times 5. Which choice? 15. I'll take a choice too. This is not a
There is an algorithm but no implementation in the book.
okay. Two stacks is there. Two stacks will implement these two stacks using only one array. Both stacks would be using the same array for storing the element. Two approaches to implement two stacks in one array. First, we will divide the array into two subarrays. Array will be divided into two equal parts. First subarray would consist of stack 1, another will consist of stack 2. If we have an array of n equal to 8 elements, the array would be divided into two parts, 4 size each shown below. So they are saying multiple, but they didn't specify how many. The first subarray would be stack 1 named st1, and the second subarray would be stack 2. I think it's still possible. Like he's dividing them by 2, but let's say they say that they're going to be like 3 stacks. So we'll divide by 3. So I think that's achievable. Let's see. And also at the same time, mm, there's going to be like an even and odd number also, because um, if it's not perfectly divisible, then the last stack will have less number of uh, indexes or less number of space. First subarray would be stack 1 named as da da da. Second array would be stack 2 named as st2. st1 would perform push and pop 1 operation. st2 would perform push 2 and pop 2 operations. Stack 1 would be 0 to n divided by 2. Stack would be 0, would be from n divided by 2 to n minus 1. Yeah. If the size of the array is odd, for example, okay, he's solving the odd problem. Size of the array is 9 and the left array would be 4 and the right would be 5. Okay. Disadvantage. Stack overflow occurs even if there's a space in the array. In the above example, if we are performing push one operation on the stack one once the element is inserted at the third index, then if we try to insert more, it'll lead to an overflow error since there is a space left in the array. Even there is space left in the array. Second approach. In this approach, we are having a single array named as A. In this case, stack 1 starts from 0 while stack 2 starts from n minus 1. Both stacks start in from extreme corners. Yeah, I think this is a better approach. This one, going from this in that direction, opposite directions. Stack 1 extends in the right direction, stack 2 extends in the left direction as shown below. If we push A into stack 1 and Q into stack 2 as below. Therefore, we can say that the approach overcomes the problem of the first one. In this case, the stack overflow condition occurs only when top 1 plus 1 equals top 2. Top 1 plus 1 equals top 2. This approach provides a space efficient implementation, means when the array is full, then only it will show the overflow error. In contrast, the first approach shows the overflow error even if the array is not full. So let's see how they're doing it. Int array size, declaration of the array type variable. Okay. Top equals minus 1. See, this is the approach you were talking about, no? Minus 1. Take minus 1 as a initial value. Top 2 equals size. Yeah. Okay. Push 1. Function to push data into stack 1. If top 1 less than top 2 minus 1. Okay, and then top plus plus, array top one data, else top is full. Function to push the stack to, checking overflow condition, minus minus, array top two data, else stack is full. Function to pop data, if top minus 1 equals 0, int popped element, array top minus 1, top minus minus. Okay. So when you want to do this, there's an example here. We may not have the
Okay.
time to do the full, but at least we can start today. So I'll share this link. This looks like a good solution. What he said, start for the first array, consider from the zeroth element, and for the second stack, consider the behind of the array. Share this link. Stop sharing, and then just start. At least let's start. We'll finish at 9, whatever we can do, and then we'll do the rest tomorrow.
Okay.
Check out the master.
Sorry.
Check out the master so you have all the latest changes.
Oh, okay.
Because create a folder called stack, and I pushed it.
It says already up to date.
Master, you mean main?
Main.
Did I push it? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I pushed it. Oh, I pushed it in the
Uh,
doubly linked list. Sorry. Yeah, I pushed it in the doubly linked list. Oh, you were on the doubly linked list branch, right?
yeah.
Yeah, just go to that branch that has just and pull it from there. I'm wondering about the other people who are probably not studying. This lab thing is so complex. Not they've not come up with easy programs. I hope they don't give us such complex programs in the exam.
Yeah. I don't think they will ask the definitions.
Hmm.
Why does it say aborting?
Aborting is because you have a local change that is conflicting with the one that's there. So just commit your change first. Now pull. Wait. Don't pull. Did you make any changes in this branch after I made the change?
I made some changes in the doubly linked list.
Like,
Can I just override it with yours?
So what we did yesterday is the final, right? You don't want your changes, do you?
No,
Okay, so just do git reset hard. It'll remove all your changes.
like
Hyphen
this.
hyphen hard. Hyphen hard. Yeah. So be careful with this command. It kind of removes everything and puts you back on the last commit. Now pull it.
Okay.
Now go to the stack operations and create a file there. Call it multiple stack in array. Yeah, let's start. We'll worry about the documentation tomorrow. Let's just do it today.
Okay. Uh, okay. So this is the array.
Mm.
And they have to push functions for each stack.
Yeah, for now, I think let's go directly into main and at least take the input from the user. Should that be of, are we going to enter, so this will be an array, right? Uh, okay. So we're going to be taking numbers from user.
Yeah.
Should they be loop?
Yeah. But how many times below?
Uh, I guess it should be some kind of a interactive program. He says, I want to push an
We
item.
ask the user.
Yeah.
So we'll need like a switch statement for that.
Yes.
Mm,
See how he's doing it. See how that program is doing it.
okay.
You
They're
just
inserting 10 elements.
okay. They're not popping out. Let me see what's the question says. Question says program to implement multiple stacks in a single array. So it's not really telling us to create an interactive program. So I think we can make some assumptions.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can say that how many items do you want to insert and learn in the first stack, and then loop it that many times. I think it should be enter the number of items. And now I think we need to divide the stack. So are we going to have like a fixed size? So we have a fixed size of the array, right? Which is 20. So I
Yeah.
think what we should do is once he tells us the number of items in the first stack, before taking the second one, uh, or even after taking the second one, we check if uh, 20 minus whatever number is entered is not greater than, like there should be space left, then only we can divide it. Otherwise we'll give him error that enter less than so and so. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him if he like first he said 10, then he said 15. Now we can't have 15 items in the stack, right? Because my array is only 20. So this happens on the line number 15 once he enters the second, or we can just tell him at the line 13 only, they enter the second stack count less than so and so, to subtract 20 minus n1. Yeah, and then you have to check the condition after 15 that if n2 is greater than, and then print information, and then again take scanf.
I just return from here.
Why would we return? We'll ask him to again put the right number, no?
And then again, if he doesn't put the right number.
That's where the interactive program should have been great. uh, yeah, you're right actually. How long will you go? We have to go with some assumption.
What should I write here?
uh, Maybe just ask him the first one and just automatically tell him that uh, number of items on the second one would be this minus that. See, right now we just have to go with an assumption and we just have to write the program. You don't have to think too much.
Yeah. So
So
we are
yeah,
telling that here, right?
uh, yeah. I guess let's assume on 13 and tell him that the size of the second one is this much. Uh, Size minus n1. We don't have to take that from the user.
Okay, so
Or,
we'll not
or, or,
scan this.
or I think the best thing to do is just take a constant. Don't worry about taking from the user. I think that's what those guys are also doing, because if he'll go into the loop, he'll, because think about it, on the line 12 also, if he enters 23, we can't take that, right? Because
Yeah.
the sample is only 20. So let's just skip this 11 to 13 and just assume that n1 equals whatever and n2 equals whatever, and just loop through
They
that
are
many.
using 10.
Yeah. So initialize that. No, let it be there. Let it be like a constant, so we can change it if you want to. I would say don't use n1 n2. Use uh, what would you use? Like Number of,
Length of stack 1.
yeah. Wherever possible, try to avoid using these magic numbers and magic variables like m1, m2,
Yeah.
unless you're just running a loop like int I equals 0. That is fine. You're not going to use int for I,
I
or you
declared
only.
it here.
Yeah, okay. Now you call that function. Now move this line 13, copy the line 13 and paste it above on line 11, and change the line 14 content to like stack one, sorry, first element, maybe like element and then I. So dynamically it says that. We don't have to say stack now. We can just, yeah, that's also fine. Stack, remove that one from there. Yeah. Do we need to use, yeah, I think we have to use it here also. This on line 15, we have to use the next line character. Not there, before stack. Not there, yeah, before stack. Yeah, then the stack too. Fine. Push to. Let's create those functions now. So if, let's try it. Let me try it. If
Okay.
top is top one is equal to, no, not less than, equal to, because we want to do stack overflow. Um, so we want to do, what's the size of that length of stack one? We use that. We have to pass the length of stack one also there, right?
To push.
Yeah, because it will be a length of stack one minus one.
That's not how they did it in that program.
It's fine, nah? We can do it our way, as our own way, as long as we're able to, do what's supposed to be done.
Okay.
Every problem has different way of solving it. We could very well maybe put the length of stack on top also. Then we don't have to pass it. It'll just be available. Like after
Or
line seven.
couldn't
If we
Uh,
define the length of stack 1 and 2 after line 7 on line 8, then we don't have to worry about passing it. Semicolon. Okay, then we don't have to pass it. Minus 1. This is what we did in the previous example, remember?
yeah.
But we did it with the top, so we did it with the max, I guess. But here we can't use max. It's a different algorithm altogether. Then in the else we're doing this. Else top plus plus, top 1 plus plus, and then, oh my god, my battery's gonna die. Array top 1 equals data. Let's call it item. I think item sounds better for the arrays rather than data. However, data is not wrong. That's fine. Okay, let's do this much.
Okay, we'll stop here. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my battery had died. Let's stop right now. You can push
Okay.
the code to the same branch, and I will continue tomorrow at 6. Okay?
Okay.
I'm even okay if you want to start at 5. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know. You okay with 5 also, right? We can start early and finish early, like 5 to 7.
Yes. Yes,
That'll be
5 is
better, I
fine.
think. Then we can go for namaz at 7.
Yeah.
So let's keep it for 5 for now. Okay?
Okay.
Bye then. Good night.
Bye.